Hello everybody, welcome to another video and welcome to Chicago! We're gonna be spending the next 4 days in Chicago and we're gonna be doing all of the touristy stuff plus visit some bookstores. I have one specifically in mind that I want to go to. It's called Afterworlds, I think. And I was actually there last year and I loved it and I want to go back and buy more books. But other than that, today we have Soldier Field and a little tour there. Then we're gonna go to the Shed Aquarium, start up with breakfast first obviously, and then visit the Shameless House, visit Chinatown, and then I also have a couple of restaurants and cafes and other little spots that I want to check out. So it's gonna be a fun and long day and I'm super excited. Our first stop after breakfast is gonna be Soldier Field. We're doing a little tour there and I just got some chai and it's really nice and I'm super excited. We just made it to Soldier Field. We're a little bit early and the doors aren't open yet, but we're waiting on our tour. I've never actually been inside or know anything about this field or, well, football basically. So I think it's gonna be interesting. The tour description says it has like a super rich history and obviously it's dedicated to soldiers. So I guess it's gonna be interesting. Also, on a very unrelated note, I was in Italy with one of my friends last week and I got this lip gloss in shade 32 and I love it so much. It's so good. I don't know if you can tell, but I also got a lip liner in kind of a matching shade. It's a little bit more orange than I would have thought, but it looks so nice together.
That it was to this. Was that carpet on concrete?
The tour of the stadium was surprisingly interesting, more interesting than I thought. And the guy did a really good job explaining everything and now we're heading to the aquarium. I don't even know when the last time I updated today was, but we're back at the hotel room, obviously. I did get, never thought I would say this, but I did get some Gatorade. The flavor is Midnight Ice, and it actually tastes pretty good. I just figured I needed some electrolytes after we ended up walking a total of 18 kilometers today, which meant basically walking all day, but it was so fun. The tour at Soldier Field was actually more interesting than I would have thought, because I thought they were just gonna show us the field and that was gonna take an hour, but we actually got to see the guest locker room and hear about the history of the place, and it was interesting. And then we went to the Shed Aquarium, which is nice because I love going to aquariums. It's always so fun to watch, especially the little fish and the little animals. And then after that we ended up walking to a cafe for some lunch, and then we took the bus to the Shameless House, like where they filmed the show, the outside scenes. And I was a little bit nervous because I heard that public transport isn't super safe, but I felt super safe because the bus driver, she was like really cool and I felt very safe with her and her driving and just her as a person, so that was good. And then we went to the Shameless House. I didn't film there at all because obviously somebody lives there and I didn't want to push a camera into his face. He told us though that usually on like a Saturday or Sunday there's like 1,500 people every day for the whole weekend showing up, and he charges people to take photos, but then he donates all of the money to his church. So that's nice, I guess. But we were there, we saw it, it looked a lot nicer but also a lot smaller than it does in the show. And after that we took the bus back to Chinatown Square, which is basically a little mall in like somewhat of a Chinese architectural style, I guess. There were like a few small little shops and that was basically it. And now we just walked for 40 minutes back to the hotel and here we are. And my feet kind of hurt, so I need to be horizontal for a while. Tomorrow will definitely be more bookish because tomorrow is the day where we're gonna shop and we're gonna head to the one bookstore that I picked up. We might, depending on how much other shopping we do and how much time we have, we might go to a Barnes & Noble. I would like to buy my books at the small independent bookshop, but I would also like to browse a little bit, so we might do that. And then today I picked out some like not traditional, but like American bar with wings and burgers, and then you also have beer tastings, which is not really my thing because I don't really like beer, but it looks like a fun place. So we're gonna head there, and I'll try to be a little bit better with vlogging tomorrow. Obviously in the bookstore I have like more to talk about rather than just walking around all day. But yeah, that was a great first day, and now I'm just gonna drink all of this, shower, lay down, and then head out to the restaurant in a little bit. Actually, probably more than a little bit, but I just need like a little bit of shop time. First stop of the day will be our river cruise, and to get to that we're just walking along the lake right now, and it's so nice, but it's really hot already, so we'll see how today goes.
River this morning, and therein lies our first. They're from officially, we normally call them the Corntop buildings. They're from 1968 by Bertrand Goldberg. Goldberg, where you look now, it's Art Deco style, and it's clad in green terracotta tiles.
After the architectural river cruise, it was finally time for Afterwards bookstore, where I got these two beautiful postcards. Banned books are such a surrealistic thing for me, so I always need to take a look at them and be baffled by the selection of them. Then we went downstairs to the main shop floor where they have all the adult genres. I found myself in front of the fiction shelves, so not surprisingly, their selection is huge and so perfectly curated. I instantly found like 5 books I wanted to take home with me. The Little Friend by Donna Tartt sounded really interesting, so if anybody has read that book, please let me know if I should still get it back home. And then here's my boyfriend's impression of me if I were brave enough to actually vlog and talk at the bookstore.
I'm in the bookshop right now, and I'm viewing, just fiction books, and it's very, very cool. Nice greetings.
Nice greetings. Good. At this point, I already had my one book picked out, but I was still debating with myself to maybe get a second book because the selection is just too good, but you will see a haul in a little bit. In total, we spent about an hour in there. I could have gone way longer if I hadn't limited myself to one book, because we only have hand luggage, so I need to watch the weight of my suitcase. But if you're ever in Chicago, I highly recommend visiting this bookstore. It's just a few minutes off of Magnificent Mile and kind of close to the river, and it is just perfection. Hello everybody, I hope the mic is working now. I took it with me today all day and it didn't work because I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit, but the mic didn't want to cooperate. So we're going to do my little haul now. You saw the book that I got already. We went to Afterworld's bookstore, which, I mean, I guess it's not fair to say that it's my favorite bookshop in Chicago because it's the only one that I've been in besides Barnes and Noble, but I love it. It's so cute, and they have used and new books, and they just have a great selection. The downstairs area is just great because it is huge, and they have so many books, and I just love it. And they also have so many different genres and books that you wouldn't find in my usual bookstore, and books that are not really on my radar. Because I went in today and then I saw books that I liked, and around that were kind of similar books, and so I picked a similar book, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like it. So the book that I got is Moonbound by Robin. Whoops, the receipt. Moonbound by Robin Sloan. Yeah, I think that's how you say that. It sounds really interesting. Let me read you a little bit off the back. It is 11,000 years from now. A lot has happened, and yet a lot is still very familiar. Ariel is a boy in a remote village under a wizard's rule. Like many adventurers before him, Ariel is called to explore a world full of eye-popping discoveries and challenges. Unknown enemies, a mission to rescue the world, a girl, obviously. Here, as they say, be dragons. But none of this happens before Ariel encounters an entity from an earlier civilization, a sentient, sensitive artificial intelligence with a special perspective on all of human history, who becomes both Ariel's greatest ally and our narrator. And I think that sounds so interesting. It sounds a little bit complicated, but the book isn't too big, so I think I'm gonna really enjoy this. And to be honest, ever since we've been on this trip, and also on the long way that it took to get here, I didn't read one single page. I thought I was going to read a lot on the plane, but I didn't, because I was just very tired, and then I ended up watching like 3 movies and falling asleep and then playing Sudoku on the little plane TV. Okay, and then the other thing I got at the bookstore were 2 little postcards. I'm going to keep one of them for myself and one I'm going to send to my sister. They look pretty similar. This is the first one, and then this is the second one. I think they're, yeah, very much similar, but I couldn't decide, so I decided to just take both. And then at the counter, they had a little bookmark with top 10 most challenged books of 2024. I think these are books that either went onto the banned books list or were supposed to go on or something. And I don't know most of the books. I'm gonna look into them, but the ones that I do know are The Perks of Being a Wallflower and Looking for Alaska. And I don't really know why they're challenged for like banned books type stuff, but we'll find out, I guess. And then I also got this bigger merch bookmark. I don't know, it just says their address, but I think it's really cute. And then we went to Aritzia, and I thought I was gonna spend so much money there. I thought I was gonna have like a whole new wardrobe by the time I got out. Why was everything so expensive? So expensive. Like $200 for each sweater that I thought was like kind of cute or like kind of soft, and I ended up not getting anything. I packed really light because I thought I was gonna have so much shopping to do that otherwise, if I like packed a lot, I wouldn't have enough space to take everything home. So now I'm a little short on tops because I thought I was gonna buy so much. And then we also went to Uniqlo and Nordstrom, and we didn't find anything there either, neither me or my boyfriend. So that was a little bit disappointing. But we also went to Sephora, and I did spend a little bit of money there. I specifically went in there looking for the Flawless Filter foundation, or like primer, whatever, by Charlotte Tilbury. Didn't end up getting that. I ended up getting the Beautiful Skin foundation. This one has a little bit more coverage and a little less shine to it, and I think I got the color right. It's color 2 neutral. Obviously, I am a little bit tan today because I forgot that we might need sunscreen if we walk around in a sunny city all day. So I'm a little tan and a little red. And also I just got out of a warm shower, so that adds to it. But I got the foundation, and I don't know why, but makeup is kind of a big part of this vlog for some reason. But I think I'm gonna be a makeup girly again, because I actually enjoyed doing my makeup so much like a couple years ago. But then my favorite foundation, the Something Luminous Light from Becca, was discontinued because Becca, the makeup company, just like closed. And then after that, I've never been able to find a good foundation, and I also haven't really been looking because I was just hoping that they were gonna come back, but they didn't. So now I have this. And then because I want to try this tomorrow, I also got a little Sephora brand beauty blender. And then I discovered that they had Glossier, and I got a lip liner in the shade Hold, I think. It looks really nice because the one that I got in Italy has kind of like an orangey tint to it, and whenever I do my lip gloss, I want it to be not orangey. And this one, you probably can't tell the difference, but it's kind of, it looks a little bit orange here. Don't tell me that it's orange. No, it's kind of like a cooler toned pink. Can you tell? probably not. But yeah, I got this one. I hope it's gonna look really nice. I'm gonna try it tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna basically have a full face of makeup. And then besides the postcards, we also went souvenir shopping. I really wanted a hat, and we went to this very specific cutie girly souvenir shop called, I forgot, but I'll put it up there. And they had so many cute hats in theory, but the shape of the hats looked kind of weird with my face because they were kind of wide and my face is already pretty round, so it made it even more round. But it's such a cute shop because they have little patches you can add, you can like customize your hats and stuff. I would have loved to get something there, but the shape was just not working with my face shape, so we didn't get any hats. And then I was looking at t-shirts, and I found one at Uniqlo, I found one at a basic souvenir shop, and then also at the cute gift shop, but they all were so expensive, or it looked cute but the material just felt like it was gonna be like really stiff and sweaty and weird after one wash, so I didn't end up getting any t-shirts either. But we got this little magnet. It looks like a beer bottle top, and it also is a can opener, and I think it looks really cute. It just says Chicago, the Windy City, but I think it's like really nice, and it's kind of sturdy, and it feels kind of like a nice gift, because we also got one for my boyfriend's sister, for my sister's boyfriend, I was gonna say, for my boyfriend's sister, because she collects fridge magnets, and I think this is so cute, and it's also useful because you can use it to open bottles. But yeah, that's it. Oh no, that's not it. I also got a little sample of this perfume that smells really good. It's called Le Beau Paradise Garden by Jean Paul Gaultier. It smells nice, and the perfume that I took with me is an old Zara perfume that I got probably like a year ago, maybe a little bit longer. It's supposed to smell a little bit like Gucci Bloom, and I don't really love it, but it's pretty much empty, so I figured I would take it with me, and then as soon as it's done, throw it out and like leave it here. But now I have another little perfume that I could use if I prefer that one, which I actually kind of do. But yeah, that's my haul for tonight. And I'm very tired because I woke up very early again. I did fall back asleep and slept until like 7 something, but still I didn't have the best night of sleep. But yeah, I'm gonna see you tomorrow morning when we're gonna do my makeup together. I don't know if you can hear me because it's kind of loud next to the fountain, but we went to Tilly's Bagels. I got a chai and then also a salmon bagel, which we're gonna taste test. But I just want to say, I love the look of this foundation. It looks so nice and glowy. You can't see anything right now, but it looks so nice, and I'm so excited, and I'm so happy that I bought it, and I'm so excited to wear it every day for the rest of the trip at least. Oh, you can kind of see a little bit better here, I think. Anyways, let's try the bagel. This is their lox bagel. Obviously there's a shit ton of salmon in there, but we're gonna taste test it. That's really good. Just walked all around Navy Pier, and now we're on our way to Target because we want to look at Stanley Cups and maybe get 2 or 1, we'll see, for the long drive, and so we have cool water all the time, and so I could take, if I get one, I could take it to uni, and I could always have enough cold water with me. So that's the plan for right now. I ended up getting this beautiful pink Stanley. It's like a very light pink, but I really like it. It's so cute. And it also has the foldable straw. It's obviously not like broken in yet, but it folds up like this, and it's not the comically large one. Whoops. It's the 30 ounce one, so it's like a little bit below a liter, which I think is good because it's not super heavy, but the big one is obviously even heavier, and I don't want to be carrying like a 2 kilogram water bottle with me. But besides that, we also got some crumble cookies. We got 3 of the mini ones, and they are very interesting flavors. I hope they didn't melt on our way back. But we have raspberry something cake, the classic chocolate chip sea salt, and then something, I don't know what the little dollop is, but it's something with Hershey's. I think it was s'mores, but it doesn't really look like s'mores. So we're gonna taste test all 3 of these. I don't really know how to show them better. Are they gonna fall out? No. But yeah, they look really good. They had a lot of good options. The one that looked best on the... Actually, there were 2 that looked really good. One looked kind of like a key lime pie thing, and the other one was a chocolate cookie with chocolate frosting and Smarties on top, but they didn't have both of those. So we went with these. I think I'm gonna try the raspberry one first. I don't have like a plate or anything, so I'm gonna have to put them back in there. Oh yeah, I can show you like this. This is what it looks like. It's cute and pink and smells good. This one is definitely very sweet, but it's also like a little bit fresh. I think this would be like really nice if it would be like cold, because then it would probably be like more refreshing. So I might put that one in the fridge. Okay, let's do chocolate chip and sea salt. That one's just like a classic good chewy gooey whatever cookie. That tastes really nice. Again, then I don't really know how to eat the Hershey one. That's what that looks like, and it has this huge thing on top. It just smells like cookie dough. I don't know, we're just gonna try and get a bite with everything. That one's actually really good too. It actually tastes like s'mores, and it is sweet but not extremely sweet. So I think that was a very good haul for today. I do feel a little bit very consumer-ish with my pink crumble cookies and my pink Stanley Cup now, but I've been wanting something to carry water with me to uni for a while, and I got a Gymshark, like kind of the same thing basically, but from Gymshark, and it was the same price. And that broke the first time that I put it in the dishwasher, even though it said it was dishwasher safe. And this one also says it's dishwasher safe, and one of my friends has it and she really likes it, and everybody else likes it too, so I'm hoping this is gonna go better. It wasn't as expensive as I thought. It was with tax like a little bit over $30, so not too bad, I would say. But yeah, we're just hanging out at the hotel for a little bit with the AC on because it's so hot today, and we walked so much again, even though today was gonna be the day we weren't gonna do as much walking, and we still have a little bit to go because once we're done relaxing, we're gonna head to Devil Dogs, Chicago style hot dogs for dinner pretty much. And then I also booked tickets for 6 p.m. for the Sears Tower Sky Deck because I figured we would be there a little bit before 6 and then do the little exhibit, take the elevator up, and then it would probably be like 6:30, and the sun sets at a little bit after 6:30, so we should be there perfectly timed for golden hour and sunset. Because last year when I was here, I was alone and I didn't want to be outside whenever it was dark because I was alone and I was a little bit scared. It's not like super sketchy here, but I was just a little bit anxious and scared. And so I'm really excited to see the view of Chicago and the lake and the river and everything in golden hour light, because I think it's gonna be very beautiful. And yeah, that's enough rambling for now. I need to be horizontal again because my feet hurt. We ended up walking 13 kilometers already, and there's gonna be, I think we're gonna be like at 16, 17-ish once we're done. We might take an Uber back from Sears Tower to here because you can only do so much walking. And tomorrow we're actually gonna head to Wisconsin again. So we're basically gonna do the same trip that I did last year, but this time with my boyfriend and without my host sister's wedding. I'm gonna link the video if you have no idea what I'm talking about. It is our last morning in Chicago. We just got coffee. Well, I got a chai, but we got coffee and bagels from Tilly Bagels again. But now we're walking to CVS to get some water to fill into our Stanley Cups because we are like that apparently now. also forgot to film yesterday night pretty much, because we did go to the sky deck, but I didn't put my camera out because I was a little bit nervous and overwhelmed by the height, because I am a little bit scared of heights, and obviously that's really high. And also the vibes were a little bit weird because you get like 90 seconds to take photos on the ledge, which I get because there's a lot of people and a lot of people want photos and we want to accommodate everybody, but also it's very rushed. But I'll put some of the photos that I took around here. And now we just have a little bit of time to kill because we get a rental car at around 2, and then right now it's before 11, and at 11:30 we have our Uber back to the airport booked, which is where we're gonna pick up the car to drive to Wisconsin. And as I mentioned yesterday, I'm gonna split the vlog up into 2 parts. So you're gonna see the little fall road trip Wisco bookish edition in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this little travel vlog. I hope I did a good job of filming as much as possible and kind of giving you a good feeling of the city. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in the next one.